What if I told you that a bit of toothpaste, WD-40, and baking soda could make your old headlights shine again? You don't need a fancy car shop or expensive products to bring your headlights back to life. With just a few things you already have at home, toothpaste, WD-40, and a little baking soda, you can restore them to a clear, bright finish in no time. Over the years, dust, UV rays, and moisture make the plastic surface cloudy, reducing brightness and safety. But this simple homemade mix can cut through that oxidation and polish your headlights right back to a shine. It's easy, fast, and it really works. Stick around because I'll show you each step so you can do it yourself and save money while making your car look brand new again. First, let's take a look at the headlights. Years of sunlight, dust, and rain can leave them dull and covered in a yellow haze. To get the best results, start by taping the headlight into two sections with masking tape one side for testing the other for comparison. That way, you can clearly see how much difference the cleaning makes. Now, take a small brush or cloth and spread a thin layer of our homemade mix, the WD-40 toothpaste and baking soda blend, across the test side. Let it sit for about 30 minutes to soften the oxidation and grime. After that, grab a sheet of 1000 grit sandpaper and gently rub in small circles, keeping the surface wet as you go. Once the first layer looks smoother, apply another coat of the mix and sand again with 1500 grit paper. This second pass removes the fine scratches and evens out the surface, setting the stage for a clear, polished finish later on. Alright, my DIY friends, I want to know where this video has traveled. Write your city or state in the comments. Let's put this mix to another test, cleaning an old iron. Take a small amount of the homemade blend and spread it over the sole plate, especially on the burnt or stained areas. Then use a soft brush or an old toothbrush to gently scrub the surface in small circles. You'll notice the grime and residue start to lift almost right away. After a quick wipe with a clean cloth, the iron looks shiny again and ready to glide smoothly over clothes, just like when it was new. Now here's something interesting. The same mix you just used on your headlights isn't only good for cars. Let's put it to the test on something around the house. Take that leftover blend of WD-40 toothpaste and baking soda and apply it to a dirty bathroom sink or any surface that's lost its shine. Use a soft sponge to rub it in with gentle pressure, just like polishing metal. You'll see the grime lift almost instantly, leaving the surface clean and bright again. It's a simple trick that proves how versatile this homemade cleaner really is, strong enough to cut through oxidation, yet gentle enough to use on everyday items. Now that we've cleaned one half of the headlight, it's time to finish the job. Start by rinsing off the surface with clean water to remove any leftover mix or grit. Then take a piece of 1500 grit sandpaper and go over the headlight again using slow circular motions. Keep the area damp while sanding to avoid scratching. Once the surface feels smooth, switch to 2000 grit sandpaper for a final polish. You'll notice the plastic turning clearer with each pass. Finally, rinse the headlight one more time and wipe it dry with a clean cloth. At this point, it's smooth, clear, and ready for the final shine. For the final polishing step, take a small amount of toothpaste and spread it evenly across the surface of the headlight. Using a paper towel, start rubbing in gentle circular motions. The mild abrasives in the toothpaste will remove the last fine haze and bring out a deep, clear shine. Keep buffing until the surface feels smooth and looks glossy again. When you're done, wipe away any leftover residue and take a step back. Your headlights should now look bright clean and almost like new. And there you have it. A simple mix that can clean, headlight sinks, and even irons, all with things you already have at home. No fancy products, no big expense, just a little creativity and patience. If you enjoyed this trick, give the video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who loves fixing things around the house. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss the next smart practical idea. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.